Hey guys, Plush here, and today we're back with some more Doki Literature Club. Now in the last episode, we found out that we are going to school again. That's fun. We're going to a literature club after school program. I can only assume that's what what this is. So yeah, this is part 2. And our friend Sayori invited us here, and we're like, I don't want to be here. But then you got the choice of reading and other cool things. So let's go ahead and continue. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. What are they talking about? World domination? I don't know what else to say. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Okay. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. I don't know why I read that as writing. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay, do we get a choice of what to do? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I don't know. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. It's too, boring in here. Despite the fact that daylight is coming through, it is winter, it's supposed to be night outside. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Okay. So we're just like sleeping and also listening in? Alright then. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Looks like Mickey and Kermit are gone, so I guess I can dub over their parts. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like at all, you just need a way of showing that to everyone. Okay, something that speaks to their creative minds. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but it was funny. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? But what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes, yeah! Oh no. Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki make the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Okay. Yeah, same here. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Okay, sounds good. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, jeez, my gosh! That was actually a jump scare! That scared me! Ah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell on my chair. Sayori, can you back up, please? That was a weird jump. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. How freaking dare you? It's your fault for sleeping like that. What? I was just trying. I didn't get any sleep last night. Come on, man. This isn't the napping club. Well, I honestly wish there was one. Does this school have a napping club? I wish it did. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Dang it. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Monica! Did you overhear? Okay, guess not. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. That's definitely a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. You can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Okay. You just try and, straighten out there. Gotta make sure everything's great. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It was more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Oh my gosh! I don't know why I'm making such a big deal about a simple thing. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Come on, you didn't notice that? I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. It doesn't work. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Oh, okay. The blazer? Okay. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'll start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay, I don't know if... this is kind of a, I don't know how to feel about this view. I'm just gonna continue on. This is so funny. I don't think it's that funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking of how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. Yeah, they got my catchphrase in there. Stupid. Let's go. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Alright. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I'll struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Okay. Fine. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Alright, it means my chest got bigger again. I'm not saying that. You're not gonna hear me say that. Don't say that out loud. See, even the character agrees. Even my character agrees. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Okay, well, thank goodness we're back to the normal format. It just looks, it looks bright and stuff. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. You take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things! Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. What is it with... I'm just noticing this. What is with this game and saying the word eh? Question mark? Can you not say HM question mark? I do that all the time. I always switch between the two. Come on now. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Ah, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. What? Jeez! Monica came out of nowhere! That scared me! That really gave me a spook. It's not even Halloween. Okay, everyone. Eh? Again, with the frickin' S. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Plush, can't wait to read yours. Well, okay. Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? You bet I did! Yeah, I would not say that. I would say, you bet I did! I'd be more cheery than that, this plush. Freaking what the heck? My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. That's a fancy notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Black screen. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, what are we gonna do, guys? This is a kind of a hard choice. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I have an order of what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna show it to Sayori. Because close friends, you know, makes sense. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. See, even the main character agrees. She's my good friend after all. Let's go ahead and do that. Screen wipe. Dot. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Plush. Oh, thank you, Sayori. Again with the S. More like HM, am I right? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a plush poem. Yeah, that's also something that comes with your Build-A-Bear. So I don't think I thought my name through enough. Anyways, and that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Honestly, I think I would say that too. I'm really happy that let me start that again. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. I thought that's a clubhouse. No wonder! This has been a setup. We're in the Mickey Mouse clubhouse. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's just like I said before, Plush. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. I thought it was me. I thought it was Plush saying that. I'm like, well, you already said that. We'll see about that. Okay, click on that poem area to continue. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. How about breakfast? I love that bit at the end. You know what? I think Sayori's my favorite character, I think. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't really say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or should I put it, sounds just like you. Really? Yep. Especially that last line. I mean, eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Yeah. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was just so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to that. Alright, so that was Sayori. Let's do Yuri. We haven't seen Yuri in a long time, so let's go ahead and do her. ... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! So sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very... whatever that last word was. I clicked too soon. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that got into writing even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. By the way, I just want to point out how good my reading's been so far. Listen, I've been reading the Fazbear Fright books, the Five Nights at Freddy's books, you know the ones, Into the Pit, To Be Beautiful, Count the Ways. I've been reading those books lately, and I think those books have legitimately helped me read better, so... Thank you, Five Nights at Freddy's. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, let's read this thing. Ooh, it's in cursive. I don't know if I can read cursive, but I'll try my best. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last something streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Light flickers, I flicken back. Listen, I tried my best. I don't speak nor write cursive, so whatever. Anyways, ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it'll take you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? I don't know how to say that. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Plush. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over at it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Thank you, Yuri. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, let's do Monica. Let's do Monica next. Hi, Plush. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha! Don't worry, Plush. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we're all learning to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes you think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. The friend vibe. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Sayori. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. What? You're telling me that Sayori fiddles with sadness? You know what, we might need to have a chat about that, but you know what? Let's just continue on. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things, too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit, either. I'm sure we'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Let's do this thing. Is there... Oh, there's actually a scroll bar. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spickle Judes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know it. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My... red... What? I don't even know what that word is. Already squished with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forward into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. That's kind of creepy, actually. So, what do you think? It's very free form. If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time of between words and lines. That said timing, not time, but you know. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of, I don't know how to spell that word. I'm just gonna ignore it recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. That? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain just gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for that really long thing about suits and writing. I really appreciate that. Anyways, just one more character left. Let's go with Natsuki. Let's go with her, I guess. ... question mark? I really wish that's how people spoke nowadays. We just speak like you're just talking to somebody and you're just like ... and then the other person's like ... question mark, and I'm like ... exclamation point. I don't know why, but I think that's really funny, and I really think we should do that. Anyways, well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's an insult. That's a little blunt, something like that. Well, excuse me. It's not like what I said was bad. It's just that I didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Alright, where to go? The freaking music. What the frick? I haven't even read the poem yet, and the music is already making me laugh. Like, hold on, listen to this. Bro, I love how for every other character, it was just like really smooth with like a flute, and it was like really nice and stuff. But then you get to Natsuki and you got this. Okay. Anyways, to the poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Wow. Best poem. Best poem, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Guess I really didn't. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it that way from her. Wouldn't dare to do that. Phew! Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my own mediocrity writing ability. See, I made that line better! Oh my gosh! Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Sorry, my throat was dying from reading too much. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? To be fair, that poem was about how animals do stuff. I don't think that there's a lot of symbolism in there, but you know. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Plush did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't know why I got all rough with Yuri's voice there, but you know what? I think I enjoy it. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something that particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Plush liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Plush appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Exclamation point. No, if it was... Oh, I forgot. If I was full of myself, I would literally go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who was... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not reading that one. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Plush! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself, no one would appreciate that simple writing is more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out as the reader, but no force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Plush. Well, wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Plush? What happened to your voice? This is what I would probably say. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, oh no. Oh, I gotta choose. Oh no. You know what I'm gonna do? Help me! Help! The Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri, ... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. ... Sayori! Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Plush? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Oh, I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Excuse me? She would never. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! I don't know why I did that. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. I don't know why I'm going so fast. This is not an argument anymore. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna. I don't want to get any trouble, guys. I don't want YouTube to come. Gonna break down my door. Okay, I don't want that. Big and beautiful. Yeah. All right. Whatever you say. Sorry. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Please. Thank goodness it didn't say sinister smile, because that would have been actually terrified. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ahaha! Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Ow! Could you imagine just having your stomach knot? A blistering pain just goes through your stomach. I would hate that. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. I thought it didn't. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. If only. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Plush, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... See what I'm saying? I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a little better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. What is this, Undertale? Plush! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Let's go! Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Plush, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but it doesn't really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but if it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Do what? Poem time! It's about that time again we do poems. And finally, a moment I get to myself where I can actually talk and be funny. Because without that, you guys wouldn't watch the freaking video. Alright? So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's do music. I think we did Daydream last time, so let's do Doki Doki. Fireworks. Disarray. Fun. Flying. Yeah, yep, okay. Pout. Oh, okay, well, I don't know about that one. Party. Okay, smile. Alright, awesome. Definitely awesome. Mouse. I don't know what else to put. I didn't know what else to do. Variance. Treasure. Okay. Sensation. Oh, yeah, you know, like, candy. Infinite. There it is again. Adventure. Definitely that one. Universe. Okay, fireflies? Okay, yeah, now my voice just cracked. That was pretty bad. Playground. Okay! Let's do that. That was cool. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. Again! I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Plush! Yo, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to get to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a good look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. What's going on, Plush? What's going on? I hope you're not a thief. I hope you don't steal money. I control you, Plush. I am you. We both have a decision in the matter. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and waiting an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Case closed. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh, oh, that one made me laugh. Yuri suddenly giggled. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books, all as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Plush to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept that retribution. Still coming from you, still coming from you, Sayori. I guess it's a little devil inside of us all anyway. It's not even what it said. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. How could you? But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Ow, that actually scared me. Plop. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Also, who the frick did that? Who the frick hit Sayori? I'm gonna find who hit her, and I'm going to freaking murder you! Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid for my oh my god. Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though, huh? Natsuki, you freaking devil! I am going to kill you now. How dare you? Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Oh well, you know, at least Sayori's happy about that. Jeez, just eat it. I wouldn't. Hey, this plush is not me. I want to be very clear. This is not me. I would not say this. This is just the main character being like, oh, just do that or whatever. It's not like I care. Like, shut up. Sayori rapidly tears up one of the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Wait, she got multiple? Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? It's fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Okay. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you just do that? Okay. I think after that whole ordeal, Sayori is like my favorite character now. Oh my gosh, this is the best. I love this. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. As I would! See? I can tell. This is great. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around the room. Monica isn't in the club room. She's off doing code. She wanted to learn code, so she's going to go ahead and do that. I forgot to tell you that. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Oh, what's up, Monica? It's been a while. You're late. You want to explain yourself? Okay. Sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. You play piano? That's pretty cool. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I wouldn't let you down, Plush. Monica smiles sweetly. Again. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. I really do see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. She's gone. She found a teleportation machine. Plush! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So we need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. A lot of stuff. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Plush to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Ah, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Heh, okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, Plush? Yep. Let's do this. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Yuri humps and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. I thought that anyway. I really need to go back to reading those Fazbear Fright books. My reading is good, but it's not that good. Also, my voice is dying. We might need to end the episode soon. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Heh, me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna go do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Plush, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say, the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clenching roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends? I have summoned this joy. From now on, I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me is a barren wasteland? ... Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Ha! Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Haha! I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Plush, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? What mission? The mission to slay the dragon? The magic dragon? Dragon Tales? Dude, I would be so... I would bust out laughing if the actual mission was to defeat the dragon from Dragon Tales, and the Dragon Tales theme song was playing the entire time, and you get to actually play the game instead of like clicking. That'd be so awesome. It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed a bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. How did you forget? The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight into the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too! They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. I'll at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Gah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Oh no! The crayons! Ah! And also, I'm worrying about Sayori. Don't think I'm worrying about the crayons, you frickin' fricks. I'm worrying about Sayori too, okay? She's my favorite character now. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori closes her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Seriously, I love the crayons. Okay, that's a cool detail. I really like the crayons that are on the floor. Sayori slowly raises her hands from her forehead. Why am I having such a hard time reading? I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. Ow! A bump is starting to form as well. Jeez! Was it? How hard did you smack against the shelf? Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Plush? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even witching from the pain, Sayori makes a little silly joke. Aha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and go there. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out of the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. Hey, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, this hallway looks pretty familiar, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna take you 5 seconds to guess the reference. Future Plus, can you put the text on the screen to let them know what this is, what I'm referencing? Thank you. And if you don't, you're freaking lazy. Anyways, I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. Yes! In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Oh, I thought somebody was going to stop me. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Okay, really quick, I want to mention that does not look like a bottle of apple juice. I'm assuming because it's anime art style that can't use official IRL juice boxes like Minute Maid or frick, what's another type of apple juice? All I can think of is Minute Maid, but you get my point. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the gap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Plush. This kind of reminds me of you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind on or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. And it was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games I didn't pay attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Plush, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Aww, Sayori. Aww. Okay, you know what? It's confirmed. This is not me. I would never say this right here. This text right here. Scratch that all aside. I would be like, aw, you. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to it, just feels natural. Before you even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Plush, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. It's a good idea, actually. Sayori hops to her feet. What happened? She closes her forehead again. Oh, it still hurts. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Let us go now. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with their bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. We're back! Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead? She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Plush. Well, Sayori. I feel like I'm up with an excuse for Sayori. I thought that said Sora. This isn't Kingdom Hearts anymore. I'll pick up on Kingdom Hearts 2 sometime soon, alright? But just right now. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Aha, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, we're gonna have to decide that in the next episode. I'm sorry, but listen, my voice is dying, and you know what that means. If my voice is dying, it's time to call it quits. Okay, time to end the episode. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to see more from this channel, hit the bell. And next time on Doki Doki Literature Club, we're gonna be showing our poems to the girls again. So let's hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.